There we go. Okay, all right, right. Welcome to the show. Good morning to everybody. Well, actually, it's getting ready to be afternoon. I decided to go live and do an impromptu bonus reading. You guys can, of course, get your one question answer on this as well, but I'll give you guys some time to get in here. I have all of my notes ready just to kind of tap into what the new moon energies are bringing forward for all of us, as well as Uranus being in Taurus. So hello, Chin. Hey, Linda Mickey. Wait, Linda Mickey. There we go. Hello. Welcome to the show. So this is going to be for all signs, but good day format. Welcome. So this is going to be basically an initial breakdown of the energies that we'll be facing currently. And keep in mind, guys, I will still be going live this evening. So catch me between 6 and 7 p.m. Central Time to get the normal reading for Thursday. But I wanted to do a bonus reading for today because these energies are very prominent to what we'll be going through for the next 7 years. And the reason why that is because Uranus being in Taurus, Uranus is going to be in Taurus for the next 7 years. So although the new moon energy in Pisces is going to be fairly fleeting, we still have Uranus in Taurus to look at. So basically, we'll start off with the new moon energies, and then we'll move on to Uranus and Taurus. Okay. Oh, format said Taurus and Taurus. Okay, so you must have double Taurus somewhere in your chart. Y'all, I decided not to do the rainbow wig today. I let my hair breathe. Okay, I need to let my hair out a little bit. I'm getting tired of it a little bit, so we need to we need to come back to the natural, girl. We need to come back to the natural. Now, guys, be sure to leave a like on this video before I get started. And let me know your experiences, because I know while we're going through this new moon in Pisces is a very mutable sign. So emotions will be at the forefront. Thanks so much for the likes, you guys. Emotions will be at the forefront. And it doesn't help that Mercury is also retrograde for us. So you said you are a Cap Sun and a Scorpio moon. Okay, Shailene. Okay. That's an interesting mix. I'm a Cap Sun Pisces moon. So yeah, I'm a Cap Sun Pisces moon, Virgo rising. And then I have Sag and Venus and Gemini midheaven. So that is basically the majority of my chart. I got Scorpio somewhere, but it's in one of the houses. So I tend not to mention those. But let's go ahead and get dived into this new moon energy in Pisces. Okay. I have all my notes here, so I'm just going to recollect or just give you a rendition of everything that I have marked down. So basically, the new moon in Pisces is all about spiritual awareness and creative exploration. Right. So Pisces is a seer of far away realms. Okay. Pisces is also the protector of souls. So basically, at the same time, it forms a conjunction with Neptune. So this is the planet of psychic energy. So there's going to be a lot happening, not just with our emotions, but subconsciously. Any abilities, psychic abilities that may have laid dormant will start to come to the forefront. Right. So basically, if you feel like everything's been going wrong, you've been feeling like you've been overwhelmed with everything that's on your plate, you feel like maybe you don't have a sense of direction, or you feel a little bit aimless currently, I would say that this new moon in Pisces gives us the opportunity to set ourselves free. It gives us the opportunity to have new, bright blessings, new opportunities. So basically, we are being relieved of all of our spiritual baggage. So if you've been feeling drained, if you've been feeling heavy, thank you so much, Chen. I appreciate it, girl. Yes, we don't have the lashes today, but I'm still rocking it, But anyways, back to the point before I get off topic. We are going to be relieved of all spiritual baggage. So with that being said, anything subconscious, especially with this Mercury retrograde that has occurred on the 5th, it just started. We shall have about a couple of weeks. That's so funny that you said I got to charge those crystals, because that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I have mine sitting in the sun. I always do it with sage and sunlight. So we're good, girl. Finally, we have some sunlight out here in Houston. Thank you very much, format. So basically, the fact that we are being relieved of all of our spiritual baggage, anything that has been weighing us down for many, many years, hell, for an entire lifetime for some of us, that could be where we're feeling drained and bogged down a little bit. We're still shedding. And so basically, we are all going to be cleansed in a way that we may not even realize during our process, right? So basically, as we are releasing our spiritual baggage, we are cleansing our spirit, basically. We're making more room to retrieve our soul pieces, to regain a sense of life force, all of these things. Also, we have the opportunity with this new moon to leave the past in the past. Let bygones be bygones, so to speak. And it doesn't mean that we forget what's happened and occurred through the past. We still remember, but we are not holding on to it. We're not allowing that to become a part of our spiritual baggage or emotional baggage, right? So we start to look at the future with more possibility. With that being said, as we start to leave the past in the past and start to reach a state of forgiveness. Also, I see that as we speak, whatever we're trying to achieve, our desires, our goals, we speak it into existence. And I'm going to give you guys specific rundowns for each sign before I get into the reading itself. What I'm going to do for the new moon energy, I'm going to use the Moon Phase Oracle deck for that. And I'm just going to use the good old Starman Tarot for the regular reading for the Uranus and Taurus energy. And for those of you that want one question answered, I will always use this Rider-Waite foil card deck. So if anybody has a question while I'm in the middle of explaining this, do be sure to let me know. And you guys are more than welcome to use PayPal or Super Chat to get your one question answered. Now, as we are starting to release and we are able to speak things into existence, new intentions into existence, it will feel like warm water is washing away this numbness and coldness that we may have been feeling leading up to the retrograde. So it is starting to gift us with, basically gift the universe as well as ourselves with this spiritual invigoration. So I feel like we will be renewed in many ways. And I feel like we are getting more into our sense of empathy. So if we are empaths, we are going to be hit a little bit harder, especially with this aspect of having more empathy for others, where it brings us closer, not just to other people, but to ourselves as well. So we're becoming more empathic. We're becoming more psychic. We're starting to get more in touch with anything that had lagged within our subconscious for a long time, basically. So basically, this is wiping the slate clean. Right? So we have a clean slate. We are releasing everything. This is all about deep spiritual healing. Okay. We are going to be able to see beyond our physical reality, and we're going to be able to see what is hidden. Okay. Now, KQ, whoever you are, you came late. So whatever it is that you're waiting for me to tell you, you missed about 7 minutes of it. So you can go back and watch it yourself so you can get told something, get told anything rather than something, or whatever the hell you're saying. Hello, favorite one. Welcome to the show. So basically, whatever's going on underneath it all, just basically allow yourself to confront anything that comes up from your subconscious. You know what I mean? Let yourself feel it. Let yourself process it. If there's anything creative that you want to move forward with, and that, I need to tell myself this, give into your creative instinct. You will be able to see the beauty in everything around you, even where beauty has been overlooked. Okay. Also, Pisces is an incredibly creative water sign, so it needs fantasy, just like we need oxygen to breathe. So it is embedded within that sign. And I definitely live it. Pisces moon right here. I totally get that. And so with that being said, this new moon, okay, this lunar energy, it wants us to live for poetry, art, music, and dreams. Okay, so surround yourself. Namaste, Juanita. Surround yourself with the beauty in the world. Get creative. Do some hobbies, even if it isn't for anything else, even if it's something that's not for everybody else to see. Get into it. And once you tap into that outlet, it can also bring about great spiritual healing, feeling recharged. Hello, Miss Kara. Oh, wow. I haven't seen you in a while. Yes, girl. What's up? So with this being said, the new moon also forms a sextile with Saturn. So it allows us to start to see our artistic projects be fulfilled and completed. So no more starting things and not finishing it. Now we're starting, creative things and seeing it come to fruition. And also, it forms a sextile with Mars, which gives us the confidence and the verve to push forward with these sorts of projects here, right? So basically, this is all about giving you not just the confidence in your work, but in the love of your art and the courage to express that freely, right? So moving into Uranus, the planet represents change, innovation. Taurus is all about money, art, property, and what we value. So with that being said, with Uranus and Taurus, there will be major changes that we will be experiencing now that Uranus is in Taurus, concerning changes with property, money, art, what we value, relationships, our goals. We will start to see things in a new way. But the thing is, with Uranus and Taurus, it affects each specific zodiac sign in a different way. So the way that we'll be going through this, I'll be looking through my notes here and I'll be giving you guys the rundown for each sign that I have. So basically, with there being a shift in what we start to see, what we value in a different way, this within itself will bring change even to things that may appear to be old or, you've grown out of, things like that. We're able to view these things differently. So the new moon in Pisces does add an overall impact to Uranus being in Taurus. So not only are we dealing with things emotionally, we're starting to change our paradigms. And that was a big factor with all of my readings was change, being drained, release, implementing new belief systems, things like that. So basically for each sign, we're going to start with Aries. Then after I get through this rundown, you guys, we're going to once again do the moon phase oracle for the new moon energy, and we will do a regular bonus reading for Uranus and Taurus. And yes, if there's anybody here with a question while I'm in the middle of this, do be sure to ask it before I sign off. Now for Aries, you may really want change when it comes to how you make your living, your attitude towards money, how you spend money. You could also discover new ways to make money from talents that may have laid dormant. So again, that new moon in Pisces is starting to reveal abilities within ourselves, not just psychic, but even our, even some new talents that we have within ourselves will start to come to the forefront. Okay. Now for Taurus, you're ready to make a big shakeup, right? So this is within your life. So you're ready to change your job, your relationship status, or you just want something new and different in general. So you just want to shake your life up. So whether this is routines, whether this is what you do for a living, whether this is, just how you see life, who you share your life with, all of these things will be a factor in what you want to change. Gemini. So I'm a Gemini midheaven. Geminis, you'll experience a sudden insight or change in how you connect with your intuitive side. Now, having Gemini midheaven, I'm not sure how that would affect my chart per se, because I know midheaven refers to workplace, career, money, things like that. But definitely Geminis, we are going to be hit with serious spiritual growth, psychic growth, abilities starting to come at the forefront. We're able to integrate our light and shadow bodies, which was the theme for the monthly readings for Gemini. So if there's any Geminis in here that's watching, that has that sign somewhere in their chart, or is that sign their sun sign, do realize that that could also be what's causing some drain for you as well. You're starting to break into this new psychic ability, this new psychic world. Now, Cancers, I see that your friendships are going to change, and this is going to be in two different ways. Maybe you have to cut out some toxic friends, or maybe you'll find new and interesting buddies that enrich and fulfill your life. So this is more focused on your emotional partnerships, things like that. Leos, this is what you want to be known for in the world. So whatever it is that you're trying to make a name for yourself right now, currently, then you may suddenly feel ready to take on new responsibility to get yourself out there once and for all. I feel like you may take more responsibility in your job, or you might just find yourself devoting more time to a hobby that fuels your soul. So this goes back to that new moon in Pisces, where we were talking about getting into, your creativity, tapping into that source of yourself, using your imagination, tapping into your psychic abilities. Juanita says she's a Gemini sun. Yes, it has been a minute, girl. Life has been crazy lately. I understand, but I'm glad you're here, girl. Get the tea. Get all the tea, girl. So for Virgos, you guys will be all about learning new things. So whatever you want to educate yourself on, whether it's something creative, like personally, I'm looking more into how to be a better producer when it comes to producing beats, when it comes to being a lyricist, a writer, editing, what software, how to use it, content such as skits, and just all of these different things within me that I want to get into, because Virgo rising is for me too. So you guys could be focusing on schooling, focusing on new goals, creative projects where you're learning new skills and you're able to add this and implement them into what it is that you're trying to put out there into the world. Also, I feel like what you can learn will definitely help you financially and spiritually. So that's always good. Now for the Libras out there, you're so ready to be free from the feeling that you owe something. So I feel like maybe you will pay off any debts, whether it's credit card debt, maybe you've been helping a friend out, or maybe you need to repay a favor. That way you're able to feel debt free. That way you have no things just in the air, up in the air. Okay. Now, Scorpios, I feel like this change can bring different and unusual relationships into your life. So be ready to shake things up with, if you have a significant other, shake things up with them, or if it's friendships, who you interact with, your associates, things like that. Be ready to shake things up, because again, that Uranus and Taurus is all about change in how we view things, our property, money, so on and so forth. So maybe some new people that you'll meet can encourage you to think of things in a different light. So maybe they can add their perception to help you get a more broader perspective of things, right? So for Sagittarius, we have you're ready for more freedom from work. So, and I'm a Sagittarius Venus. So yes, I feel this. Hey, baby Hernandez. Hey, Erica. Hey, you guys. Sagittarius, you're ready for more freedom from work. And yes, I am a little bit. Like, I've been working my ass off with these damn readings. I need the views to get on up. You know what I'm saying? Wait, and once those views get up, then I can start posting multiple vlogs. I can start posting, my little skits. I have ideas written down for story times. Like, I have so much in this damn journal next to me. To my right, girl. It's not even funny. Like, I have work set up already for 2 weeks. So, or hell, 3 weeks, however many weeks. So, welcome, Aishwarya. Welcome. I hope I said your name correctly. That's a pretty name, Aishwarya, right? Taurus, this is going to be for all signs. I'm just giving a rundown of the energies for Uranus and Taurus with the Pisces and new moon, or with the new moon in Pisces. Oh, goodness. I'm getting overwhelmed. Oh, my God. Okay, so basically, I'm just giving a rundown of what you guys can look forward to, energetically speaking. Keep in mind, Uranus will be in Taurus for 7 years. So we're working on changing for the next 7 years, changing everything. Okay. So basically, I'm on Sagittarius right now. We're moving to Capricorn. Then we will get into Aquarius and finally Pisces, right? After that, we will be doing a moon phase oracle reading for the new moon for everybody. And thank you so much, Erica. You are so sweet. I love you guys too. And then we will be doing a regular reading for Uranus and Taurus, and as well as the new moon. Okay. So, girl, no, baby Hernandez, I'm looking ratchet right now, girl. I let my hair breathe, though. I decided to let the wig rest. Let the wig and lashes rest, girl. But thank you, baby. Mwah, that's really sweet. So yes, you may have to rewind the video a little bit, but you're just in time for the reading. And keep in mind, if you guys have any questions for the newbies that just joined the stream, you're more than welcome to let me know. If you have a question you want answered, you can do it through Super Chat or PayPal. Okay. Baby Hernandez, baby girl, let them know how they can do that for me if there's anybody that's interested. So basically, Sagittarius, you're ready for more freedom from work. What can you do to spend more time living and less working? So it's all about finding that balance, and I'm definitely feeling that for sure. So if you've been working a lot, you've been putting in weeks and weeks of work, go ahead and take a couple days off, rest, enjoy yourself, enjoy the fruits of your labor. Netflix and chill with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, that's my favorite thing to do when I have downtime, when I'm not editing and recording and all of that. Capricorns. Now, Capricorn sun, you know. So Capricorn sun, you are so ready to find freedom and fun in your everyday life. That taps into that Sagittarius energy. So my Sag Venus and Cap sun, they coinciding, okay? Basically, we are ready to find more freedom and fun in our everyday life. So we will work hard to make time between all the things that we need to do so that we can be able to have that downtime and be able to enjoy that work that we had put forth already. So guys, remember, balance. If you guys are feeling drained from this new moon in Pisces, take a rest. Okay. Take a rest. And finally, Pisces. Oh, no. Aquarius and then Pisces. Excuse me. So Aquarius, do you still like where you're living? Okay. If so, you're going to start questioning whether it's time to move, whether you need to find a new place. Also, I feel like you guys love to be spontaneous. You're all about your autonomy. So you guys will be trying to find more ways to have more spontaneity in your life. Okay. Now, finally, Pisces. Okay. This is all about communication and changing how you share your ideas. So sometimes this kind of goes into the, it's not what you say, it's how you say it type of energy. So I feel like this is all about how we communicate our ideas. Keep in mind, we're in Mercury retrograde still, so there's going to be some complications regardless. But once Mercury goes direct, we'll be able to implement those changes that we may already realize we need to make. Also, you may find a new way of being heard, right, and understood. So you could just start keeping a journal. Maybe you should start taking notes. Maybe you're posting more on social media. Now, I need to take a social media cleanse. If y'all need to do that. But however you communicate your thoughts, it could be journaling, it could be social media, it could be just writing. Also, you may question whether or not you feel comfortable in your environment, your living situation. Again, so this is all about going back to Taurus, Uranus being in Taurus and having this energy of change and innovation into our lives with our relationships, our property, our art, our money, everything that is all about the root chakra, our resources, relationships, things like that. So while we're going forward, this new moon energy is in fact fleeting. But again, this is going to be, Uranus is going to be in Taurus until April 2026. So once you start thinking about making changes for your future, okay, these thoughts and even plans, they have the potential to affect your life going forward. So this is long-term change, not just short-term changes. So don't rush. Just keep in mind your way of thinking around ways of life, money values, they're going to get shaken up. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's a necessary thing, right? So with that being said, you guys, that is all the notes that I have for you guys concerning specific signs. So it kind of gives you more specifics of what your sign can look forward to. But now let's go ahead and get into this new moon energy first. I'll go ahead and do that first. And then we'll do the bonus reading for Uranus and Taurus, okay? Gods and goddesses, let me flip this around. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Why is that like that? No, girl. Oh, no, we need to fix that. No. Okay. I think we're good. So let's go ahead and ask the cards, gods and goddesses, what messages do you have for this new moon in Pisces for all zodiac signs? What messages do you have regarding this new moon in Pisces for all zodiac signs? And guys, be sure, since everybody is just about in here, guys, be sure you join me tonight at 6. You know what? Let's do it at 7 p.m. Central Time. So just if you're in a different time zone, just check out when that time is for you so you can get the daily reading for tomorrow, Thursday. Okay, this is just a bonus reading for new moon and Uranus and Taurus. Okay, I know these are your favorite, girl. I know it. And you know what? We already have 2 cards coming out. We have the Wax and Gibbous Reflect, and it's in your shadow side. And we have Honeymoon Productivity. Okay, this is upright. And finally, we have the Waning Gibbous Surrender. So I feel like this is more of like a, recent, past, present, and future type of spread. So I'm going to go ahead. Hello, God's chaotic creation. Hey, all is well. I hope all is well with you too, sweetie. Welcome to the show. It's nice to have you. Be sure that you join me at 7 p.m. Central Time, because you know I do one question readings if you guys want to get one of those as well, or catch me for the daily reading. Now let's go ahead and look into these energies. So we have the waning gibbous, and this is in the shadow side. Okay, so let's take a look at this here. All right. So, hey, Tanya. Hey, sweetie. So your judgment is cloudy and you're feeling deceived. Something is not what it seems. Someone is showing you smoke and mirrors, or are you the one putting up the facade? Shine your light to reveal the truth. Do not avoid and deflect any longer. You are being triggered for a reason. What lesson can you learn if you peer into the reflection? So I feel like we're coming out of that energy, right? Now let's go ahead and check out this productivity. This card is so beautiful, you guys. Absolutely love these cards. I need to start using these more in the monthly readings. Guys, leave a voting down there if you want me to start putting these back in the monthly readings. Let me know. Let me see. So that's in the upright. Okay, perfect. So we're going to do it like this. Okay. There we go. So we have the honeymoon card. Okay. So bees are buzzing and life is churning all around. The honeymoon is an active cycle for abundance, production, collaboration, and friendship. There are connections to be made. The honeybee may be your ally right now. Are you doing everything you can to make your life delicious and fruitful? Or are you working too hard? Y'all heard how that came out again? We might be working a little too hard, you guys. You might need to take a break for sure. So allow the bees to show you the path to fulfillment. This is a productive time for you. Learn from the bees and follow your soul work. If you do not know where to begin, follow the magnetic pull to the flowers that ignites your passion. It could be an actual person you are drawn to or something you always wanted to learn. Pollinate and plant your soul seeds. They will either grow and bloom or stay dormant until they are ready. Okay. And finally, before we get to the regular reading, this is the waning gibbous surrender card. Okay. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Okay, I like the little mantra. I love it. Okay, wait, let me see. Okay, we got it. Okay, you guys. So I surrender to what I cannot see. My heart is open. I trust in love. So mote it be. The moon holds sway over the currents of all the waters in Gaia. She also guides the currents of waters within your body. Together, they weave the emotional pathways within. When you are in an emotionally stable place, the pathway is clear. However, not every current will always run smooth. In those times, you must relax and let the current carry you through. Surrender can be one of the hardest lessons to learn, but with great reward. There is deep peace in surrender. Lady Luna is reminding you that everything has a phase. Phases will run their course, and the cycle of life will continue. Open your heart despite the uncertainty, and trust in the current of love that flows through you. You will find peace and a deep inner knowing despite the doubt or chaos around you. I love it. Absolutely love those energies, you guys. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and read this one at the bottom of the deck. I usually always read the one at the bottom of the deck. So let's see what this last one says. Then we'll go ahead and get into the bonus reading. Okay, you guys? All right. Oh, perfect. In the earth I bury the heavy burdens I carry. I release this toil into the soil. The last quarter moon marks the threshold to the earth realm. Deep wisdom and magic await you if you traverse deeper into your spiritual terrain. The energy of the moon is deeply waning at this time. In order to turn inward, you must unload the burdens that keep you stuck in your ego. The earth realm is slower than the rest of the elements, but for good reason. There is deep wisdom and reflection in rest, purposeful slowness, and stillness. However, if you do not take time to release your worries, troubles, mundane tasks first, you can become stuck in the mud. What is holding you back? What can you not seem to shake off? Give it to the earth. This can be a literal act of burying an item, say for Gaia, in the ground, or visualize your energies soaking into the earth and being transformed. You will feel lighter, peaceful, and relieved. This is also a great time to wrap up any loose ends you have been meaning to get to. You will now be prepared for the magic that awaits you in this waning phase. There we go. Okay. Who's ready for the I'm ready to see what Uranus and Taurus has to bring for all of us in these tarot cards, though. And y'all know this is my favorite deck. In case anybody's wondering what I'm using, it is the Starman Tarot. And this was actually artwork for David Bowie turned into tarot cards. Love them. But let's go ahead and ask the cards. Let me put this down because my ring's tripping. Let's go ahead and ask the cards to see what we have for this Taurus or Uranus and Taurus. Okay. Alrighty, let's go. Gods and goddesses, what message do you have for all zodiac signs for this energy of Uranus and Taurus? What messages? God's chaotic creation. Yes, these are perfect, right? Yes. I love these. And I love him too. What messages do you have for all zodiac signs for this energy of Uranus in Taurus and this new moon in Pisces? Let's go ahead and add that too. Oops. These cards are a little big, but I'm trying. I'm trying, y'all. I thought I had big ass hands, but I guess not. I guess not. So we have the Three of Pentacles reversed coming out, right? You know, I'm taking this ring off. I don't have time for this right now. I really don't, because every time I do it, it pinches me. You don't have time for that. So anyways, I see this Three of Pentacles reversed here. And, you know, every time I see that, I just feel like right now we may be deciding just to keep to ourselves a little bit. We're not really working too much with other people at this time. And I feel like there could be other people involved here who may feel like their perception is right above everyone else's. We may be contending with that kind of energy, especially for those of you in the workplace. Oh, snap. I didn't even say hi to Linnell. Hello, Linnell. Welcome to the show. I'm sorry I missed you, sweetie. Welcome. Welcome to the Lotus squad, honey. But I do feel this Three of Pentacles reverse. This is all about just wanting to keep to ourselves. Maybe we're just striking out on our own currently, and we're focusing on taking some alone time. That's just what I get from that. I feel like right now that's in our best interest. Rest has been mentioned. I definitely agree with that. So I also see this King of Swords reversed. It could be an air sign where we're not collaborating with this person, or just someone who they tend to be a little bit abusive. You know, it could be someone in the workplace specifically. Yeah, I see a King and a Queen of Swords reversed here. Very interesting. Not liking it. Oh, we got the Prince of Swords reversed. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. What's happening, you guys? We're scattered. Our thoughts are scattered. Oh, God. Okay, so we're talking to somebody here who's lying. Who is lying? Why you always lying? Why you always lying? Oh, my God. All right, let me stop. So anyway, I just feel like whoever this is, y'all are just, oh, man, this is not what I wanted to see at all. Let's talk about this damn energy right here before I get into this. It's Eight of Swords reversed. So let's be said, stop fucking lying. I know. Damn. We're releasing ourselves. We're, you know, this was yesterday's energy when I was reading for today. We're releasing it. But there's going to be a situation where we're definitely going to have to go on our own, because could be third party stuff going on, you know, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is someone who is controlling, they're manipulative, they're deceptive, not good at communication. There's a lot of miscommunication, a lot of, you know, either someone blocking the other, or, you know, maybe someone's manipulations and deceptions has now made someone be too much into their feelings, or you completely separate yourself from your emotions and you're only thinking logically. You're not really tapping into that energy. You're not tapping into that loving energy with this type of person here who's just overbearing. They're controlling. You know what I mean? Like, this is not good. There's definitely somebody who's controlling. And I feel like it's starting to turn into a bitter conversation here. one person thinks that they're right, the other person is just trying to reach compromise, reach resolution, but now it's like everyone has to block each other. It could be the third party that, if you guys are dealing with third party situations, it could be the third party that this person is dealing with, and now they're getting their karma. That could be what that is too. It could be vice versa. But whoever this is, Knight of Swords reverse, it could be an air sign. Some of you air signs could be dealing with somebody like this, right? Like, what is all of this? This is somebody who's a hot-headed person. They say things impulsively. They get angry really quickly. We could be feeling scattered currently because of that. We could be receiving offers to go out here, or just offers in general, because I see this Knight of Cups, this Prince of Cups coming out again. There's somebody that's wanting to make some sort of offer here, but again, with this King of Swords and Queen of Swords reverse, there's a lot of miscommunication. People missing each other, phone tag, telling lies, manipulative. We're bored of this. We're getting bored of all of this. If somebody's coming in wanting to shower us with money, with gifts, or wanting to come in, it could be a water sign for some of you, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or some of these signs could be in our chart here where we're just contemplating certain offers, where we're not wanting to go out with people anymore. We're turning this down. You know what I mean? Like, if we see through somebody's BS, we see through their BS. This is beyond apathy. This is complete boredom. There's somebody's insecurities that seem to get in the way of them making an offer. Their impulsivity always seems to get in the way. Princess of Swords reverse somebody. I mean, all of these swords, and all of them are reversed. Undelivered promises. So if somebody's telling you, oh yeah, let's do this, let's meet up, it's not going to come to fruition the way that they're saying it. They may try and set somebody up to be disappointed. Again, manipulation. Wanting to control people's emotions. I feel like we're going to be blocking somebody here. Somebody is definitely watching us. It could be an air sign that's stalking us or watching us, or air signs. We could be dealing with this, or even water signs. I see earth signs coming up too, which is interesting because Princess of Pentacles reversed, and I also grabbed this Prince of Pentacles reversed. Now, I don't know what's going on with these damn reversals today, but I will say this. There's something draining us financially. Maybe there's something where there's a delay in making more money, or maybe we're feeling stagnant a bit financially currently. There could be a lot of gossip going on. So somebody's gossiping. It could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I definitely feel like there's a relationship here where we have to drop the ball. There's just a lot of gossip. You may feel like this person isn't really a good friend, or somebody may be viewing us this way. And there's just a lot of BS that's going on, something draining us financially for sure. There's somebody who's really lazy. They're boring, and they're always bored, and it's probably just because they themselves are boring, I really feel like there's something that's making you feel like you're at a standstill currently. There's definitely multiple people here. There could be 3 friendships where you're like, oh, this isn't really going the way that I wanted it to. They say things but don't follow through. You know what I mean? This is the common theme. There's insecurity issues, communication issues. We can't see eye to eye. There could be issues with feeling scattered. All of these things. We're going to have to make a choice to just drop the ball and not collaborate with these people. You know what I mean? Definitely. And you know what? Let's see something else. I'm curious to see what'll slide on out. So this definitely taps into that change energy that I was talking about. So if we were viewing somebody in a great light, it might change to, the complete opposite, or it could be vice versa, where you may be viewing things like that are terrible, and then you may have a change of heart. But it's all about miscommunication here. Somebody's very impulsive, they're insecure. I feel like some of us may be receiving bad news in reference to something here. There's bad news that we may receive, and someone's being manipulative or deceptive about it. Someone's blocking communication for sure. Something's going to go down. I don't know what it is, but something's going to go down. Okay. So this is what came out. Okay, good. Yes. I was waiting for that. Where's the good stuff at? So we have the Devil, the Ten of Cups, and we have the King of Cups. So let's just talk about this Ten of Cups and this Devil real quick. Now, this right here, we have Capricorn energy coming out. So some of you guys could be dealing with that sign. You guys are getting along. It seems like, you know, everyone that you're around currently, you seem to be getting fairly, you know, getting on fairly well with these people. I feel like we are emotionally fulfilled. I'm glad this isn't in the reverse, you know, but there could be someone that's a drinker. They like to party, drug, sex, rock and roll type of energy. There could be karmic relationships that we're confronting, where we have to decide the communication is terrible. You know, this person's been watching me, you know what? And this makes me think of somebody. This makes me think of somebody in particular. And I've told you guys the story of C-SPAN. To all my OGs out there, y'all know who C-SPAN is. If you don't, we'll talk about C-SPAN again one of these days. But I feel like personally for me, this is referring to C-SPAN and that he's telling lies and gossiping and bullshitting. Don't do it. There's somebody here. It could be, you know, an offer for a relationship and then an offer for a sexual offer for some of us. That could also be where the 3 is coming in. We're in the middle of 2 people. It could just be 3 offers where we're having to decipher which one, you know, where we get along with them, which one is more karmic. I also feel like we're feeling bound to someone here. We're someone's wanting marriage or a relationship, but I still feel like the communication is still trash. They don't follow through on what they say they're going to do. And that's the problem. Like, love is not enough. In the words of Trent Reznor. And love is not enough. I love me some 9 Inch Nails. Okay? Love is not enough. King of Cups, more watery energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Some of you guys could be receiving a love offer from someone who is very serious. But there are people here who are very scattered. They're very impulsive. They're insecure. They just want something physical, and that's it. There could be someone, though, who's masking their feelings. They may be masking how they truly feel about us. They may not have told us or made this offer just yet. Or maybe they already have, and we've decided not to work together with them because of just everything we've been dealing with karmically. We're releasing still. We're releasing the spiritual baggage, the emotional baggage. Hell, paying off karmic debts. All of these things. So with that being said, you know, I do see new beginnings coming out, you know, of leaving behind the old, deciding, you know, once and for all, you know what, let's leave it alone. And you know what, as a side note, especially with this new moon in Pisces and with Uranus being in Taurus, this is all about us needing to cut the spiritual cord. So we may have blocked communication. We may have walked away a long time ago, but if we're energetically connected to people that deplete our energy, that are toxic, things like that, then we're still going to generate that kind of energy into our lives. So I would suggest, you know, if you guys are working through this kind of energy where people are just they're not handling you properly, cut them off, block it, but then you need to energetically cut those cords. Energetically cut the cords. Alipia? Hello. I hope I pronounced your name properly. Welcome, welcome. So that's all I see for right now. Be careful of people that are very deceptive, you guys. Be careful of somebody that talks way too freaking much. They're all over the place, but they're really not saying nothing. You know what I mean? They say everything that they think you want to hear, but then they know that they're not going to follow through. I'm so glad I did this bonus reading. I'm so glad I did this damn bonus reading because this tells me everything I need to know already. There goes that plan, right? Like, oh, well. But, you know, if we're receiving offers to go out, stuff like that, there could be somebody here who wants to party with us. It could be an air sign that's trying to get a hold of us, wanting to, you know, get jacked up. But we're not taking them up on that. We're recovering from, you know, being influenced by other people, right? Bad influences. We are releasing ourselves from that. I also feel like we're remaining balanced for the most part emotionally. You know, I really do feel like things are starting to work out, but there's something where somebody's telling lies, man. I just can't help but see it. But we'll release ourselves. We may be disappointed a little bit. But either way, things will work out for the best. And I love those moon phase oracle readings as well. That just says it all. But all right, you guys, that is about it for the bonus reading. This kind of ran a little bit longer than expected. If there's anybody that wants to get their question answered, just go ahead and catch me at 7 p.m. Central Time tonight. Okay, you guys? Thank you so much for the likes. It was a pleasure seeing new faces. And until this evening, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.